opportunity. Like, don't sleep, nigga, pick up your feet, nigga. Like, don't sleep, you gon' miss your opportunity. Like, don't sleep, don't.
Before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you aren't already subscribing to Keilani Gang. If you are already subscribed to Keilani Gang, welcome back. It's good to see you. Nice to meet ya. And don't forget to follow me on social media, okay? Let's get into the video. Okay, what's good, Keilani Gang? It's your girl, Keilani24K. And I'm here with another video. I feel like I have not done a sit-down video. But I feel like I just said that I haven't done a sit-down video. But like a real sit-down video, like not a hair review. Hi, Beanie! Today's video is about things I wish I knew when I was pregnant. And now, if you guys didn't know, if you are like, you know what I'm saying, like you've been rocking with Keilani Gang since day one, then you know that I had Tiana, my daughter, when I was really, really young. So it's gonna be kind of like a things I wish I knew when I was pregnant. So let's just go ahead and get into the video now. The first tip or advice that I wish that I knew when I was pregnant was to not scratch my stomach. No one told me, y'all, to not scratch my stomach. Well, actually, they did tell me not to scratch my stomach. They never told me why I shouldn't scratch my stomach. And I was so little, so my stomach stretched. It was stretched. What the fuck? Duh. Okay, duh. Your stomach stretches when you're pregnant. But I was tiny, y'all. I was like this big. I mean, I was 13, so I was like so tiny, and I had to stretch a lot, you know, to carry a big baby. So my stomach itched, and I would scratch it. I wouldn't even try to put cream on it. For one, I didn't put the cream on it how I was supposed to. So I guess my stretch marks are really my fault. But you should not scratch your stomach, guys, because you will get stretch marks. So just invest in some good cream. I don't have a recommendation on like what cream you should use, but just try a whole bunch of different creams until you find one that, you know, suits you better and soothes the itching, but don't scratch your stomach, okay? Tip number 2. My tip number 2 was to actually use the stretch mark cream, because that's why I got stretch marks, y'all. So use the stretch mark cream every day. Like, I would even start it before your stomach even starts to itch. Like, once you know you're pregnant, start rubbing it on there every day. Like, get in a habit of doing it. That would be a good habit to get while you're pregnant to prevent those stretch marks. Number 3 is, I didn't know that my belly would grow overnight, y'all. It was like, so I was really tiny when I got pregnant, and then before I knew it, I had a little bump. And then my little bump got bigger, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Towards the end of my pregnancy, literally overnight. I swear it was like overnight, or maybe I'm just tripping. But like my belly was humongous. Like, it was huge, y'all. I'm gonna enter a picture if I can find a picture. If I can find the picture, y'all, I'm gonna enter it right here so you guys can see how big I was. Like, and I wasn't that big throughout my whole pregnancy. It was just like literally at the end. Literally, like a week or 2 before I gave birth. Number 4 is, I didn't know how important it would be to not stress the baby, or to not stress while you're pregnant. It's really important, y'all, to try not to stress yourself out while you're pregnant. With me being a teen mom and going through everything I went through as like being a teen, and then on top of that being a pregnant teen, getting bullied, and feeling like I didn't have no one and stuff like that, like I put a lot of stress on Tiana. Luckily, Tiana came out the happiest baby ever. The last thing y'all want to do is try and stress yourself so much during a pregnancy. Like, too much stress can really affect the baby in a negative way. So try to find things to like relieve your stress. Maybe take a walk or talk to someone. Write your thoughts down in a journal. That helps me. Number 5, I didn't know all my friends would not be my friends anymore. And I don't even think this is just a teen thing. I think this is like a overall thing while you're pregnant. Like, people are always like, oh, congratulations. And then, well, my friends were not even like, congratulations. They talked about me. Only a couple friends were like good friends and came to my baby shower. and stuff like that. But all my friends I had, my friends, y'all, they were talking about me, and yeah, it was crazy. So be prepared to lose some friends once you get pregnant, okay? Once you get pregnant, you're gonna find out who your real friends are, and then once you have the baby, you're gonna find out who your super real friends are. Number 6 is, I didn't know that a lot of strangers, and I guess maybe this is just a young thing, or I don't know if it's like for older people or not, but strangers would try to be your baby's auntie or uncle or godmom. Like, strangers used to literally write me and say, hey Keilani, like I've never talked to them, I promise, never talked to them at all. They would write me and say,
hey Keilani, can I be your baby's godmom? Can I be your baby's auntie?
and I was mean as heck when I was pregnant, y'all. I was so mean. So like I would like be like, you know, stink face. Like, I was so mean when I was pregnant. I was mean, y'all, because I feel like everybody was so fake. Like, yeah. So be prepared for the fake people to come around. Number 7 is, I never knew that nobody's gonna come to the baby shower. So like, be prepared that everyone you invite to the baby shower is not gonna come. Some people gonna come just to eat. Some people gonna come to be nosy. I mean, I guess it all depends on who you invite and stuff like that. But everybody don't come to the baby shower. And they don't even let you know that they ain't coming. Like, they just don't come. So be prepared. Number 8, I should have put number 8 at the beginning, but number 8 is, you get stuck with a needle throughout your whole pregnancy. Like, when I first went to the hospital, the lady, she stuck a catheter in me. It's not a needle or like a shot or anything, but she stuck a catheter in me. And I was like, oh my God, that hurt. Like, I've never had a catheter before. Well, she didn't even stick a catheter in me. She stuck something to get like a pee test because I couldn't pee. So she was like, well, honey, you just need to go ahead. I was like, you might as well just get used to it, honey, because this is gonna happen throughout the whole pregnancy. And I thought she was just being rude, but like literally every doctor's appointment, well, not every doctor's appointment, but like every other doctor's appointment, draw blood. If you gotta go to the hospital, draw blood. Like, it sucks when you go to the hospital to have the baby. IV. Number 9 is, the vaginal ultrasound hurts really bad. Now, I don't know if this was just because I wasn't having sex during my pregnancy, but if you guys have ever had a vaginal ultrasound, or if you don't know what a vaginal ultrasound is, I'm gonna insert a picture right here so you guys can see what it looks like. And they stick it inside of your woo-ha and it shows the baby. Like, if they do it on your stomach, they usually do it if you're like not too far along, and that can detect the baby easier. Or I'm not sure other reasons why, but I know that was the reason why they did it for me. And it hurts so bad, y'all. It hurts so bad. Like, oh my God, it hurts so freaking bad. So yeah, if you ever have to, well, if you're pregnant, just be prepared for all of that stuff. Like, be prepared to get the vaginal ultrasound or the, you know, the belly one, but the belly one don't hurt. Number 10, I wish I would have known that I was going to get ugly stares and questions when I was pregnant. I guess because, once again, I was so young, people would just stare at me. I guess I looked young. I'm not gonna say I guess. I did look young. I looked really young. So people would stare at me, and the ugly stares. Like, people would say, oh, some people would talk to me. Then here they would ask me, how old are you? And then we would get into that topic. So yeah, if you're a teen mom, I think all teens get it. Some people have different beliefs, so you could be like 18, still a teen, and old people would be like, or just other people, some people would be like, you know, looking at you all stinking stuff. Number 11, I wish I would have known that prenatal vitamins are super huge and nasty. I guess I wouldn't say they're nasty, but they're humongous, y'all. The pills that they give you at the hospital, that your doctor prescribes you, are big, like huge. Like, it's a huge ass pill. And if you're not good with swallowing pills, then yeah. I didn't take those. I got the CVS prenatal vitamins, the gummy vitamins, and they're really good. So those are the ones that I had. If you guys are pregnant, you should definitely try them out. Or you could take the vitamins that the doctor gives you. To each his own. Number 12, I wish I would have known that morning sickness was going to be so bad. In the beginning of my pregnancy, I guess you could say I had morning sickness. Well, no, not really morning sickness, but I would be sick. I would feel like I had to throw up, but it wouldn't come up. That was in the very beginning of my pregnancy. I was probably like 6 weeks. And then once I got about 3 months, I would eat pizza, or I would try to eat anything. It was just really anything that Tiana didn't like, but I mostly remember that it was pizza. I would eat it and I would throw it up. I mean, y'all, there has been a time where I couldn't even make it to the bathroom. Like, I had to throw up in the hallway. I threw up all over the hallway. I remember it. And my grandma was like, oh, she wasn't mad, but she has a weak stomach, so she was like, oh, hell no. But Tiana had me throwing up all the time, y'all. I mean, I could just have water and I would throw the water up. So morning sickness was really bad for me. Number 13, I wish I would have known that I was gonna fall in love with Tiana as much as I did before she even had arms and stuff. Y'all, it's so crazy, like, how much I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's so crazy how much you can love someone who you've never even met before. It's like this tiny little human growing inside of me. And when I heard Tiana's heartbeat, y'all, I was like, oh my God, like, it's really a baby growing inside of me. And I loved her so much. Like, I had already loved her so much. So it was like progressing, and as she grew, and me just going to the doctor and seeing her grow in my stomach, like, I fell in love with her. Like, that's what true love feels like. And if you have a kid, then you understand what I'm saying. Like, you fall in love with your child while you're pregnant. Some of us, and maybe not all, but some of us. And then, like, once you have the baby, I don't know, I cried when I had Tiana. So, number 14. I'm not sure if people know this or not, but I know in the state of Florida, I'm not sure about any other states, but in the state of Florida, when I was pregnant, I don't know if they changed it now, and I think they haven't, but once you're pregnant, like, if you're 12, you're pregnant, 13, because I was 13 and pregnant, you become emancipated only while you're pregnant. Now, if you guys don't know what emancipated is when you're basically legal. I mean, you can't go buy cigarettes and stuff like that, but you can get a job, you can get an apartment, you can get stuff like that because you're emancipated. Basically saying you can sign your own paperwork from the doctor, you can go to the doctor by yourself, you know, like how you usually can't go to the doctor by yourself if you weren't pregnant and you were under 18. But yeah, basically that's what it is. You become emancipated while you're pregnant. And I found that out because if you guys watched my pregnancy story, my family wanted me to get an abortion, and I found out that they couldn't make me get an abortion because I was emancipated. So they couldn't make decisions for me. I made decisions for myself. But then once you have the baby, it's gone. That's stupid, but yeah, it's gone. So, yep. Number 15, I wish I would have known how important the baby swing would be. The baby swing was a big help. It was a really big help. I was doing online school when I had Tiana, so I was home all the time, but the baby swing was a humongous help. Like, Tiana was spoiled, y'all, because everyone held her. Not everyone, but, like, you know, we held her a lot. So she was super spoiled. And the baby swing, the one that swung and it sung the music, and then she got a little older and proper in front of the TV. Tiana used to be watching Doc McStuffins, and I used to be over there doing that science homework, okay? Like, the baby swing was amazing to me. So shout out to, I don't even remember what baby swing I had or what brand. I think it was, how do you say it, Graco? I'm not even gonna insert that in because I probably said it wrong. But yep, whoever made that baby swing that I had, I love you, because Tiana loved that baby swing. That's gonna be all for this video, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed my tips and my advice and the stuff that I wish I would have known before I got pregnant. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, I feel like I'm sounding like I'm out of life right now, but I'm just really hungry. If you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. I would say let me know what you guys think, but you can't because my comments are off. So if you like this video, or if you really like this video, feel free to write me on Instagram. I do try to write you guys back. I do have a lot of DMs, so I try to write back the ones that I do see. And yeah, y'all like that? Whoa. Y'all been doing it lately, I've been. But nah, for real. That's gonna be it for today, y'all. Bye, Lonnie gang.